Call him today at 222-3095. You know, Rodger, the last segment we spoke about what sets the Dresser Fashions for Men apart from other men's stores. You provide unequaled quality, uniqueness, and service. And I can tell you, if you buy a suit from Rodger, there's an extremely good chance you will not see anyone else wearing that exact same suit. And so, as I said earlier, after spending time with Rodger, I know that you have this superb sense of style and color matching abilities. And when I came into the dresser, you quickly put me into a real fine suit and set of shoes. And I walked out of that change room, and I thought the suit looked absolutely superb. It was amazing how good I felt. I felt a confidence and almost a swagger. How important is that?
It's nice for us to see that. It's the passion within inside of the store. It's what keeps the store going. It's what keeps me going. The opportunity to see a gentleman arrive to his sense of confidence. Let me give you an example. Most guys have at least 5, 10, 15 pairs of jeans in their closet. And with inside of that, they have their ones that are their very, very favorite. That same feeling that you have in putting on a pair of jeans and that sense of confidence that you use them, whether you go out on a date or you're going out for dinner or whatever, that same sense of confidence can be had when you put on a suit and it fits. Fit is very, very important. And what you experienced was a summer weight suit. Mm-hmm. And I think one of the comments in which you made was, I don't even realize now that I'm even wearing a suit. That's the feeling that you should have in regards to how it feels. That is the issue in which we would like to be able to put across, is that can you dress well and be very, very comfortable? Of course, and especially when you have good quality fabric like wool. One of the things about having wool is that it absorbs twice its natural weight in moisture, so it's a breathing fabric. So when you're entertaining in the summer, if you're going to your sister's wedding, whether it's your own wedding, whatever the situation is, you want to feel comfortable, and you also want to be able to put your best foot forward. And you can do that in a suit. If you choose to do a casual trouser and jacket, excellent. If you wish to do just a casual jacket and a pair of jeans, that's fine. We are here to make you comfortable, and that's what's important. Education, information is the key to our store, and I want to be able to provide that so that at least you're making the right choice. You can make that decision of how far you wish to go. I will give you the necessary information to help you make the choice. It's very important to have individuality. If anyone who knows me personally knows that I have my own individual way of dressing, and we just want to be able to help facilitate that person.
I'm Derick Watson. This is News Talk 650's Talk to the Experts with Rodger Jeffrey. Rodger, the owner of the Dresser Fashions for Men, located at 608 Duchess Street. You can call him at 222-3095. A little bit of advice here for us, if you don't mind. The everyday man, what should we have in our wardrobe?
Well, at least, as we talked about, we should have at least 2 suits, a summer weight and a winter weight. More importantly, clothes that fit. You should have a good quality pair of black jeans, a good pair of blue jeans, and a minimum of 3 white shirts, and then accessory shirts in different colors, things that you feel comfortable within. Good shoes, at least 5 to 6 pairs of shoes. Mm-hmm. When you have a good pair of leather shoes, you don't wear them back to back. And a nice pair of Italian loafers are even more comfortable than a pair of running shoes. Mm-hmm. And the great thing about leather is you can polish it and make it always look very smart. With running shoes, after 2 weeks, they look like they've been worn for like a month, huh? Yeah. And I think you should run in running shoes. You should walk in running shoes. But if you're going to work, you should be in a casual loafer or a lace-up. And again, it is a sense of pride, and it shows where you work, that you are interested in being there, and you're interested in being a part of that team or that group in which you work. And that's what people want to see, and you should see that from yourself.
You know, have a bit of an idea now as to what maybe we should have in the wardrobe. How can you help me out to effectively use of some of what I already have in my closet?
One, as I said, we do home consultations. The other is by communicating when you come into the store. It's part of the key questions in which we ask. We ask what you have in your closet. What do you feel you would like to expand on? And as we build the relationship and as we communicate with the individual, more information is usually provided, and As I said, once we have established that relationship, we have the opportunity to shop for that individual in our facility in Vancouver and also in Italy. This was one of the key important things about setting up the business and facilitating this business. And when the opportunity came, is that I wanted to continue in a previous business that I had, was the client relationship, which I was very honored to have. In that way, that is what sets us apart. And you know that when I come back to the store and I call you and you come down, you know that I have put thought into what you need. To me, if someone was doing that for me, it helps to build a relationship, and I know that I'm being well looked after.
I think it's good to point out again, you will actually go to someone's house, go through the wardrobe, and make some suggestions based on what you see.
Well, especially this is a comfort of your own home. If your partner is there, then all your clothes are there. We can sit. We can say, like, look, this works, this doesn't work. Instead of shopping once a year, if you come to the store at least once every 4 or 5 weeks, it's much easier to pick up a shirt, it's much easier to pick up a tie or a sweater or whatever the case may be. It's not so intimidating. In the morning when I get dressed and I lay out my clothes, that feeling of knowing that what I'm putting on fits me and I feel good in it. If I can give a gentleman half of the feeling that I feel, I know that I have accomplished something. And that's very, very important, not only to me, but my associate who works at the store. And that's how and what we wish to continue to build our philosophy and our practice.
Rodger, just one more question. I'm always really amazed at your passion, enthusiasm for men's fashion. Where did that come from?
I remember as a small child, and I bought my first pair of jeans when I was in grade 9. I always wore dress trousers to school. And I'm not exactly sure where that true sense of identity came from, but I know how well I feel when I go to my own closet and I get dressed and I hear the compliments that people comment on my tie or my suit. And the opportunity to share that sense of value and that sense of taste, the ability to help educate and to share, that's very important to me. And it could be a little bit of maybe my history. My family are from German and British background. There's a great deal of pride there. So this was instilled in us in order to do the very best that we could and to help another person. This is the foundation in which I was raised on. And I have put this into practice in my previous store and most importantly in this store, because these are much bigger purchases. People are put thought in when they come to a store to buy, and you must treat them with respect, and you're assisting them in their image. So to help facilitate that is not only an honor, but you're helping that individual step out onto the street, whether it be for their graduation or their wedding, or just simply going to a lounge to have a drink. If you can help make that person feel good, and if they feel good about themselves, then they will pass that along to someone else. And I think that is the most important thing that one can do for not only for yourself, but for someone else.
That's what I like about you, Rodger. You cover all the details, the entire scope, my friend.
Thanks.
Looks like we're out of time on today's show. I got to tell you, though, I've seen Rodger's store firsthand. I can assure you that you will be absolutely amazed at what he has to offer. He's going to provide you with the utmost in quality service and clothing. So go see Rodger today at the Dresser Fashions for Men at 608 Dutchess Street, or take the time to give him a call with your questions, 222-3095. Rodger, always a pleasure chatting with you.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks for joining me.
Thank you.
I'm Derick Watson. Thanks for tuning in, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. This has been Talk to the Expert.